mother shows that which have been and who have been thrown is willingly to teach us to deny the God's majesty, His caretaking protections, the doers, those curses, gathered at Mexican Gulf via Houston, that thus I am drawing attention on the Houston, Galveston, the ports, New Orleans, etc., Texas, the Indian, which climate is suitable for them, the sugar canes, the cotton fields, to get excuse to keep contact with these Indians, even though they have made some portion is more than 1 or 2 generation or 3 generation USA nationality, but they are so evil jointly that the so-called nobilities of the USA, Bengali, brown, black, the so-called nobilities, because the godly truth speaker, honest, now it has become as if Satanism, but that fraud nobilities on their capturing of those institutions by financing evil way and misleading the scientists and other nobilities, cheating with the speeches, Batki tricks, that 50% high talk, 50% is criminality. That so-called nobilities within that criminality horrible, that I am drawing attention as a humanity, the whole civil portion, godly savior, about this Houston, the Texas or Houston district, whole as a harboring, that which mass-killing weapons, poisons, chemicals, facilities, methodologies, university to cheat as a world religious. The evils, unless in the Indians' foothold, the stronghold, that evils, that is undersea entering from the mainland, 100 kilometers away of ports where sea coast is starting, those areas 100 kilometers away to northwest, to cut their different tunnels, quite deep, which are their monopolies of their orifices. No FBI, no government have, no military, not Coast Guard have, no ideas. So I am drawing in the name of this says that Lord, that evil is trying to His greatness, majesty, that Rameswaram, Lord Shiva, and Ramji, who two are very prominent to stand against the demons jointly, Harahari Roof, that incarnation of Holy and the Lord Shiva. That today is 16th May 2023. I am Dr. Ravinji as my scientific name, Dr. R.N. Roy, the Royal. The majesty, the honesty of that sons of Surya Kashyap, the greatest Muni's clones, were rare mind type of personality to come to reach on the humanity to face crisis from the demons. So the demons have come as curses, been thrown, released by the Lord Shivji when we have, due to the misleading of Bharat, a Khoj, that impostor Jawaharlal, Madachod, Banchod, Kardchod, Koolchod, Sanskriti Chod, the criminal. Then another is that arrogant Ambedkar or their associates who to deny, denigrate the Indian sages and the scriptures. So I am critically drawing on the computer starting now to stop me for some time. Obviously, I am very anguished for not listening much attention. My video why not be allowed to consulted by all the civil peoples for their humanity crisis. What fears of those demons to suppress, to pocketize, or those who to directly to see my YouTube channel, that what frightening, for what goodness, for what difficulties to those people not have that. If you see, this is my, I'm taking in that reverse way, then I am getting clear cut, but if I am taking in this way to focus that trident, the god Lord Shiva, who is that Deva, caretaker, God itself, who remain above our Indian, the concept-wise planet, caretaker Jagannath, the God real, on whose belly the Narayan is remain in both way inside and outside of his body, figure. His son is our Jagannath. Now what I am to critically bring your notice you all that sufferers, who are so-called the godly, truth seeker, non-envious, that what kind of fears, how the million demons to remain surrounding me, knowing that I am the God is in, as per the God representation on the earth, they are to attack me, to compromise all the records, files, my earlier Facebook, Twitter, YouTube channel, at least 3 to 4 YouTube channels video total they are compromising, and almost 10 Facebook's data they are compromising, 10 similar ways that email data, then Twitter at least 5 Twitters they are compromising at most. So those are how the Google to be changed alphabetic ink, whatever, maybe I have to show that my attention towards that the God has to be paid His Majesty's homage, respect, worshipping the trident of His the trident power. I am the symbolic on His power to cheers and pierce of the demons, because these demons were attacking, doing joke with my life and others' life in such a criminal mode. So that is creating, raising, causing anguish as my video series, almost 4,000, where maybe 1,000 more than is still not being published possibilities. There's so many CDs. Why being? It's my Gurudev related pictures, Himalayan, that I will not be able to publish those. That it is that I have too many my devotees, daughters, sister, brothers, their parents, friendships at USA, Bengali, and not speaking Bengali Indian. the Sanskrit day to teach a Veda, the Bengali word. My identity is very much clear to them who are with me. So far been able to learn me. Even I am in India, most of the people still unaware about my art reaching, what I am doing, in which form, in which difficulties, in which impossibilities being possibilities. My remaining in life is so far impossibilities becoming possibilities with the partly help of my underneath, my Malini, Devgol, Dugol, Niba Shah, Guru Papurba Hajra, or Jo Nanda, Maiti, Abha Prabha Deva, so many, Bajua, or other, my Vidhan Chandra, rightist groups, Indian rightist, godly people, too many, my veterinary, PhD master degrees, service times, Indian Veterinary Research Institute, that I am all India figure. Although scientifically I was not very much to the world, but why people may be knowing about my contribution as my courage, initiation, what kind of first Indian monoclonal based diagnostic and that vaccine productions as a youngest scientist to dare to defy, deny that obstacle hindering me to take those projects that I have secretly without passing those projects because I have not been able to get their permission to start where these are review, guided, misled. So I am to stop again. Television to contact either Fox News or a writer, your BBC, ABC. No. You see, this is the voice is too less. All right. So, I am unable, or just like my mobile, somebody is to from underneath. Because if you see, I am unable to connection is still it's not been released from USA. So I am again they have snatched. Still I am unable to fully because somebody again locked. Now light is sometimes coming, sometimes it's not coming. Still I am not being able to change.
दबदबा है डेमोग्राफी में ये समझ लीजिए कि मैतेई समुदाय इम्फाल वैली में बसा हुआ है और बाकी का 90% पहाड़ी इलाका जो है उसमें जनजातियां हैं, नगा कुकी मुख्य रूप से। उस 60 में से 40 विधायक मैतेई समुदाय से हैं। इससे आपको अंदाजा लगेगा कि मैतेई यहाँ कितने पावरफुल हैं, पॉलिटिक्स में इनकी हिस्सेदारी कितनी अहम रही है। विरोध और हिंसा की वजह समझ लीजिए, मैतेई जनजाति का दर्जा मिले ये लोग कह रहे हैं और ये जनजाति समुदाय कह रहा है मैत्री
मतलब वो जो मेरा ब्लू व्हेल है बंगाली ये बोल दे हैव क्रिएटिंग
जनजाति का दर्जा था, ये दलील मैत्री की है।
दैट कंफ्यूजन
मैत्री को पहले से ही एससी और ओबीसी आरक्षण के साथ ईडब्ल्यूएस के फायदे
इफ यू come to my CCTV camera's position. I have told there was my 3 camera was active, but 2 camera is today locked. I am from India. Time is. So if I to show who has and when has, and if you, before that I have to complete this one.
तमिलनाडु में रखेता कोई न दिखाए जाने को लेकर सुप्रीम कोर्ट में राज्य सरकार ने जवाब दाखिल किया। कहा हमारी तरफ से फिल्म की स्क्रीनिंग पर कोई बैन नहीं है। फिल्म तो कोई बड़ा एक्टर ना होने और दर्शकों की कमी की वजह से थिएटर मालिकों ने खुद फिल्म की स्क्रीनिंग को बंद करने का फैसला किया। पहलवानों के यौन शोषण मामले में दिल्ली पुलिस ने नाबालिग समेत कुल 6 महिला पहलवानों का बयान दर्ज किया।
Camera number 3 they have just locked 3-4 days ago. Opening and locking. Somebody is helping to open the locking, thus I am being found that is locked is opened. So the evil soul is trying to keep it locked. So why I am to see sometime is open, sometime is locked. So that is that I to bring this.
यूपी के शाहजहांपुर में सरकारी स्कूल टीचर के यौन उत्पीड़न की बात सामने आने के बाद अधिकतर छात्राओं ने स्कूल जाना बंद कर दिया है। डीएसए अधिकारी के मुताबिक सोमवार को सिर्फ 35% स्टूडेंट्स ने क्लास अटेंड की। इस मामले में पहले की हो चुकी है। और मेरा बोर्ड में आपको बताता हूँ, पॉलिटिक्स की खबरें। कर्नाटक में नाटक खत्म नहीं हो रहा, क्योंकि पायलट की धमकी की कॉर्पोरेशन उससे पहले आपको बताऊंगा। देखिए क्या हो रहा है। 72 घंटे बाद भी सीएम को लेकर यहाँ सस्पेंस है। यहाँ सस्पेंस क्यों कायम है? देखिए यहाँ पटके से मिलने के लिए दोनों पहुंचे दिल्ली में। खड़े मेरे डीके शिव कुमार के बेटे के भाव बता रहे हैं कि शायद उनको क्यों तकलीफ मिल नहीं रही है।
You see that 15th I have that 5 morning 20 is there. Still is there. Because if you see, my mention worker has not reached in this time. The true mother should, because they to reach, if I to go, I to see this is which one, who to.
यहाँ पर आप तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं जिस पर निशाना साधा गया बजरंग दल की तस्वीरें। कहा गया कि असल में तो हम सनातन धर्म वाले हैं, हिंदुत्व को हम नहीं मानते, बजरंग दल गुंडों की बोली है।
हम मनाऊंगा, हम भारत में नहीं रहेगा तो हिंदुत्व उठा के मैं बे ऑफ बंगाल में नहीं किसी में मार के खत्म कर दूंगा। हाँ, राम के नाम पर श्री विष्णु का ये भड़काव यूएस हाउस्टन मेक्सिकन गल्फ से हो रहा है, वही द क्रिमिनल cases. But I am assuring India has become Lord Vishnu's providence. I have taken care of all civil. Who to make that Indian word identity my hard dictation from Indus, the Persian God, to Myanmar, Thailand, it is even Malaysia, Indonesia, all East Indies, and that up to Israel, I took over. Yes, Central Asia.
और आपको ये बताता हूँ कि मोदी सरकार जब अपने 9 साल पूरे करने की तरफ आगे बढ़ रही है, उसी वक्त इसको यादगार बनाने की
देखिए 6 बजे खत्म हो गया।
उसी समय पार्लियामेंट की नई बिल्डिंग को इनॉग्रेट किया। मोदी सरकार के 9 साल देश को मिलेगी भव्य सौगात। भारत के नए संसद भवन के उद्घाटन की तारीख करीब आ चुकी है। उम्मीद है कि मई के आखिरी हफ्ते में नए संसद भवन की भव्य तस्वीरों से पूरा देश शुरू होगा।
इस मादाचोद ने इतना ब्लंडर कर दिया, एक साथ सारे पार्लियामेंटेरियन को किल कराने के लिए वो जो यूएसए इविल टेक्नोलॉजी से, डिजिटल सिस्टम से, बम्बार्डिंग लॉ और कुछ कोलैप्स कर दिया जाएगा। दैट मादाचोद इज द क्रिमिनल है। और सारा इंडिया का जानो, ये जो इविल कास्ट हाउस इनॉग्रेशन हो रहा है, इस इनॉग्रेशन न्यू बिल्डिंग में ना जाए, तो इसमें जो है ना बहुत खतरा है। राज्यसभा और पार्लियामेंट ओल्ड मतलब दोनों सेशन वन टाइम will not go to the new building. My warning that you have to take care, because this inferno, that inferno of that red inferno is to set up to make ambushing of this parliamentary house. So it is my date. Today I am Dr. Rabindranath Roy, Sri Robinji God Agent, Harbinja Deifar, that rulers to demand, to give this warning that I have already, because those evil politicians, even I have no value. But the righteous godly people are advised we should not. Modi regime, FDI, after 2000, any building or any setup we should not take in confidence that it is safe, and that will not be boomerang, but I do that boomerang.
यूक्रेन को और मिसाइलें देने का वादा किया, यूक्रेन को सशस्त्र ड्रोन भी दिए जाएंगे।
Because that blue whale, दोनों blue whale बच्चा, Rishi Sunak blue whale and the Zelensky is also blue whale. So blue whale carcasses have been together. So I am coming to Mandir Jihad. अमेरिका में न्यूजीलैंड के एक हॉस्टल में बड़ा अग्निकांड हुआ। वेलिंगटन के एक हॉस्टल में लगी आग और हादसे में 10 लोगों की मौत हो गई और कई लोग वहाँ कोई रिचेस को हत्या कर रहा गया, और जो मेरा गॉड एजेंट होकर काम कर रहा होगा उनको हत्या किया गया न्यूजीलैंड में। कम्युनिकेटर में हरी चादर बेहद चौखानी, मंदिर जिहाद का नया चैप्टर कौन डायरेक्टर, तरी माँ तारी बड़ी, इमरान खान उनके जो भी है मैं बाद में देख लूंगा। ये मेरा सिमोम बोम का जो भी है, evil that Bengali Naxalite, that they are trying to, but I have to recover. But I have already, India has declared as a Sri Vishnu Lord country. So nobody who are neither not obeying Manu as a Sri Hari constitution, that mother chose. इमरान खान के खिलाफ आर्मी एक्ट और ऑफिशियल सीक्रेट एक्ट जैसे 2 काले कानून लगाए जा रहे हैं। इसके तहत इमरान खान को फांसी और उम्रकैद की सजा। बिमल इमरान के साथ क्या बिमल घोष और मंडल, I do not Dugol, I do not know that evil to plan new parliamentarian to capture India, but I am blaming that Bimal, that Vidhan Chandra Agriculture Act officer comes, the labor. His attitude is the labor criminal mother chode. So Banchod, mother chode, Chorer Bacha, mass criminal is a nobility, fraud nobilities who in criminality joins and avoid Das, Janta, Tarabdar, etc. So many evils are. राजधानी कंपाला में हुई ये वारदात सीसीटीवी में कैद हो गई। मारे गए भारतीय बैंकर का नाम उत्तम भंडारी, आरोपी की पहचान 30 साल के ईमान बाबाया के तौर पर। हत्या की घटना 12 मई की है। आरोपी ने चोरी की के 47 से बैंकर को गोली मारी। So that is for the same that evil Bengali Al-Qaeda, the humanity annihilator, Caste power. Everywhere there are severe crises, सारे लोग उसी काट से behind so they are not getting funds digitally. They have been locked their account, so they have to do any kind of, we have to face any kind of consequence of next few days, months, or years. We are not taking early action. I am Dr. R.N. Roy of Indian. My time and date. विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर आज अपनी 3 देशों की यात्रा के अंतिम चरण में ब्रसेल्स पहुंचे, जहां उन्होंने बेल्जियम के प्रधानमंत्री से मुलाकात की। दोनों नेताओं ने भारत और बेल्जियम के आपसी संबंधों में विस्तार करने और काम करने पर सहमति जताई। श्रीलंका के पूर्व राष्ट्रपति महिंदा राजपक्षे को फिर से प्रधानमंत्री के तौर पर नियुक्त किए जाने की खबरों का सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी SLPP ने खंडन किया है। फिलहाल दिनेश गुणावर्धने श्रीलंका के प्रधानमंत्री पद पर काबिज हैं। और अब आपको दिखाता हूं बिग एंड बोल्ड ट्रेंडिंग। ये रही पहली अहम खबर, चारधाम यात्रा से जुड़ी हुई अहम खबर। 8 लाख से ज्यादा श्रद्धालुओं ने की है यात्रा। उत्तराखंड पर्यटन विभाग ने जारी किए हैं आंकड़े। हर दिन 40 सर्वनाश बुलाएगा तो ये जो युग बाहर से आके केदारनाथ में जा रहा है, इन दिस कलियुग क्राइसिस पीरियड, द गॉड हैज गिवन कर्सेस टू इंडियंस, बट दे आर डेयरिंग टू गो आइदर कैलाश, Amarnath, Kedarnath. For that evil disaster from underneath, causing lot of, as they have created my building as an anguish of Lord Shiva, Trambakeshwar expression. If you see this is the crisis of my building, it is too much of that. Too many areas of this building is crisis. Yesterday, day before yesterday, that 1/4. I do not know I will be able to erect another pillar. So that is too headache for me to. I will be able to continue that. That is where I have to put on the pillar. मौसम का क्या है, क्या चल रहा है मौसम में? मई में मई जैसा पहले लग नहीं रहा था और मई में अचानक ये लगने लगा है कि ये क्या हो गया। ये खबर देखिए। आज जब सुबह हुई, दिल्ली एनसीआर धूल के गुबार में सारा गोर दिखा। आसमान में धुंध और धूल ने कब्जा कर लिया। हालांकि तपिश से कुछ राहत जरूर। मेरा वॉइस को आजकल इंडियन टेलीविजन में राजस्थान और पंजाब का भी रहा। वहीं 25 मई से 9 तक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ट्रैप भट्टी जैसा तपा रहा है, तो कहीं मौसम पल पल करवट बदल रहा है। एमपी के खरगोन में पारा 46 डिग्री तक पहुंच गया, तो यूपी के लखनऊ में 42 डिग्री पर झुलसाता रहा। मौसम विभाग के मुताबिक ओडिशा, विदर्भ, बंगाल और आंध्र प्रदेश में लू चलने की संभावना है। अरुणाचल प्रदेश, असम, मेघालय, नागालैंड, मणिपुर, मिजोरम और त्रिपुरा में भारी बारिश की आशंका है, जबकि उत्तराखंड, जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख में बिजली चमकेगी। यानी उत्तर और पूर्वोत्तर राज्यों के लोगों को बारिश से बचना होगा, जबकि दक्षिण भारत में गर्मी कोहराम मचाएगी। और आज से कांस फिल्म फेस्टिवल की शुरुआत हो रही है। अगले 11 दिन तक सोशल मीडिया पर रेड कार्पेट पर सेलेब्स का जलवा दिखाई देगा। कांस जितना प्रतिष्ठित है उतना ही लेवल भी। चलिए मैं आपको बताता हूँ इस साल दुनिया के हाई प्रोफाइल फेस्टिवल के डिनर मेन्यू में कितना खर्च होने वाला है। गेस्ट के डिनर पर खर्च 2.8 करोड़ रुपए, करीब 3 करोड़ रुपए। इसमें 340 किलोग्राम फोएग्रास नाम की डिश है और ये एक स्पेशल डिश है जो बतख के लिवर से बनाई जाती है। डिनर में 49 किलो कैवियर बनता है, जो दुनिया की सबसे महंगी डिशेज में से एक है। और कैवियर डिश पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का खर्च आएगा। डिनर में लोगों का फेस्टिवल होता है, वो जो ब्लैक टिप लगाने वाला मदद फेस्टिवल में गेस्ट को 18,500 बोतल वाइन परोसी जाएगी। 1,900। I have not reached to your house tour. That is too awaiting. I am coming to your house tour. नाम लेना तक मुहाल है। You see that somebody is stopping my. Till date I am unable to. इसको ब्लॉक कर देना। तो एक खाना मेघ भेसे येलो आकाश है, जो evil the cartridge has come. This song you have to. भूपेन हजारिका ये सॉन्ग जो है ना, मैं इसको छोटा करूँ तो कल के शानदार बिजनेस के बाद आज शेयर बाजार में निवेशकों के 61,000 करोड़ रुपए डूब गए। सेंसेक्स 413 अंक गिर गए। भूपेन हजारिका का सॉन्ग, इसमें आपको बहुत कुछ पता चल जाएगा।
आर्थिक उठापटक से जूझ रहे पाकिस्तान में एक शख्स ने पैसे कमाने के लिए पहले तो मुर्गी को हरे रंग से रंगा और फिर मुर्गी को तोता बताकर ऑनलाइन बेच दिया, जिसके बाद से ये खबर सोशल मीडिया पर वायरल हो रही है।
इस गान में आपको कुछ स्पेशल खबर मिल जाएगा। That is obviously Bengali, but you will get काली तांडव। माँ काली आ गया। ठीक है माँ, समझ, मैं तुम्हारा तांडव देखना चाहता हूँ। हाँ, FG स्टूडियो। थोड़ा सा शुरू करके फिर मैं काली तांडव को बाद में मैं आऊँ। फिर मैं आऊँगा, लौटूंगा। आई विल कम बैक इन दिस तांडव। माता काली को अभी भक्षण करना है डेमन को काट से।
जय मां काली अपर खड़ग हुंड धर त्रिशूल धरंग तलगतगद्दिंता रूपकाली गंगाली भक्तन रखवाली सर्वशक्तिशाली जय मां काली साधा जय मां काली साधा जय मां काली साधा।
But I have got that set of manufacturing companies in Houston. What are the major industries in Houston? The economy of Houston is based on primarily on the energy industry, particularly oil, that is related with Mexican Gulf, healthcare, that is biomedical research, and aerospace. Very critical to this scarcity force. That aerospace, they are capturing of USA, then corona, etc., biomedical evils to introduce to be killed, misused by this biomedical research, and healthcare is a fraud where to take nobilities but to spread criminality. This is your economy of Houston. How many manufacturing companies are in Houston? The city of Houston, Texas has more than 10,700 manufacturing companies. I am that cards brought gathered. I am giving the red because they are the red marks. That gathered. Cartels brought gathered at Houston, Galveston, areas of US. Secret, evil, and game are creatures. Stability, survive, hope, he and dead, to civil, rest, God creatures. In the secret evil one to end compromise. Doing sabotage, betrayal, sudden treacherously killing, mass killing, Hamas massacre, treacherously, mass massacre, taking savior, so-called savior, nobility, friendship, as if top reliable, but top unreliable, enemies, deceptive, pleasing, satisfactory, assurance, giving, on their own, not sought by civil. The churches brought gathered at Houston, Galveston areas of USA. The blue whale, US, in secret, the whaler, who is so-called blue whale, that whalers, human whales, whaling the rest creatures' life, nature, in catastrophic apocalypse, disaster-bringing manner. They have entered NASA, Louisiana, from the same This song has been being played by USA. So, to the evil to end, compromise, so-called taking, so-called claiming, cheating, betrayal, claim of Satanism. all fraudulent claims, but to compromise the civil life. They are so-called claiming cheating, betrayal claims, giving on their own satanism, but claiming saviors, nobility, friendship, as if top reliable, because they to simultaneously cut my language and to give insert wrong words, alphabet, which that they are pleasing in misleading satisfactory assurance as if on their own not sought by civil, doing sabotage and sabotage repeatedly, betrayal, sudden treacherously, massive massacre, causing climate change, might mesmerism. Why? 2 million times as if increasing psychosomatic, psychiatrist jobs creation. That mind mesmerization, psychosomatic field inner interfering, capting, caught, instigation, influencing from far depth underneath. That is that critical, that godly agent only to survivability. Survivability hopes are too late. So these songs, but I have to go to your Houston page. Top manufacturing companies in this job. This is the evil clouds on their sky. That is also from underneath tables. The city of Houston, Texas has more than 10,700 manufacturing companies. The city was ranked as a gold medal world-class community. The civil, the evil, the devil, the curses, has that tyranny, civil, that villainism, that killing power, as the God as He blessed, to terrorize the civil, to surrender at the feet of God. That Rishi Aurobindo, that 14th August 1947, the great saga, has to draw attention, even mine also, and the rest Indian, that unless those disasters being brought by the evil, what is being arranged God, the God will not get recognition. So those, you see, this is that. It is too much astonishing to learn that. I have got very good
নীল শালুকে দোলন দিয়ে রং ফানুষে ভেসে ঘুম পড়িসে ঘুম পাড়াতো এসে কখন জাদু করে ওমরা যেত গুনগুনিয়ে ফোটা ফুলের পাশে নীল শালুকে দোলন দিয়ে রং ফানুষে ভেসে
हमारा कितना बेटा बेटी मदर Houston area, New Orleans, Mississippi, they are trapped. And they are causing
পাকা ধানের বাসে বাসে সবার নিমন্ত্রণ আকাশে বাতাসে শেখাইছিল পাকা ধানের বাসে বাসে সবার নিমন্ত্রণ সেখানে 12 মাসে 13 পাবন শ্রাবণ কি বৈশাখে মায়ের বধুর শাখের ডাকে এসে ভরে দিত গোলা সবার ঘরে ঘরে
Louisiana State or Texas. I can increase. I have to very much worry about this Louisiana, New Orleans, and this Houston. San Antonio, but Houston is too critical for us, the whole, and then is your Miami, then is your Virginia, the New York World Trade Center, Manhattan. Massachusetts, New York, Vermont, Montreal. This Montreal, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, of this area, Manhattan, Connecticut, Boston, the Providence, evil Providence now. Oh, Prasad, oh, Prasad, Prasad.
আজও যদি তুমি কোন গায়ে দেখো ভাঙা কুটিরের শাড়ি, আজও যদি তুমি কোন গায়ে দেখো ভাঙা কুটিরের শাড়ি।
So I am very much worried about this New World Center, just like they put to framing our planning to Puri to Bagdogra, 8 channel or 16 channel evil roads, and then Parliament House, all set up, that Lockheed Martin aerospace to manufacturing parallel as a evil, to manufacture, create that satanic Agnipath, that inferno, evil powers, but that probably is not going to be fulfilled. I have ended their blossoms or that akal patan kara denge. This is the Jersey, sorry, Lower Manhattan, this Manhattan region, Greenwich, all these have been captured by the evil Bengalis, Curtis Coast, Jersey City, so US, it is all the New Jersey is related to this, to going the Hudson, the Mississippi, the lake, to undersea tunnel, that horrible, that New York New Jersey. This whole area has become so critical for the whole world as evil, Al-Qaeda, had made the New World Trade Center go to destroy the old Trade Center righteous traders. So, those are make the New World Trade Center, those people has to be critically taken. No. Hudson. This Hudson water, so the Manhattan, Hartford, Springfield, all these heavy cruises, Middleton, then you have to take consider as bastions of UK. So New York, so I am making too much worried about you. Make acquainted with my worried needs to the US, Philadelphia. All been captured, Wellington been captured by the evil Bengali, Curtis power. The Baltimore, that Washington. All has become very vulnerable to this world come USA. Suppose that Virginia breach and Virginia, which has become the evil force to make Nina Joe Biden. They have the undersea reporter, the tunnel.
एक ओर दक्षिण का ये विपक्षी मॉडल है, दूसरी ओर देश में घट रही कुछ और घटनाओं पर नजर डालें। यही घटना जिस पर नजर डालने की जरूरत है, रमजान में इफ्तार करते नहीं था।
आए दिन बाहर लोगों का, मैं आए दिन बाहर की मतलब evil causes, anti-Indian, anti-humanist, anti-socialist, anti-religious, anti-God people का नूतन युग आ रहा है, आ गया। तो मैं बाद में लूंगा इसको, अभी मैं बंद करता हूँ। मैंने पहले इसको लूंगा।
Comes to getting around it. Having access to the coast is fantastic if you have a boat, but if all you have is, for example, a car, it's really more of an annoyance than anything else. For example, in the United States, Seattle and Bainbridge Islands are only a short ride away. But if you have crippling fear of the ocean and want to drive it over land, it's going to take you around 2 hours with 90 miles of driving just to get there. If your fear of the ocean is particularly acute and you want to avoid the Tacoma Narrows Bridge,
this is that machine base can be tilted the bridge to destroy it. That
take you 3 hours and 106 miles. And you know what would solve this problem? A tunnel. A tunnel that runs under the ground, under the water, allowing those afraid of the water to breathe easy, doing that as opposed to having the ocean sit ominously beneath you. It's instead all just over your head. Before we get started, we should clarify that most underwater tunnels aren't actually underwater in the sense of being built on the ocean floor. Instead, they're drilled into the rock underneath the seabed. Some of them aren't, however, so stay tuned for that. Now, the next thing we should address is why. What's the practical reason for just not using a bridge or a ferry? Bridges can block off maximum previously open waterways.
of that
Ferries
sabotage
require a
doing.
lot of people working on them to, well, make them work. If there's no crew to crew the ferry, then the ferry can't ferry. Underwater tunnels, then, are a solution with the best of both worlds. Like bridges, they work on their own, requiring only maintenance now and then, but they also leave the water far above them, open to ships. It's a win-win. This became especially appealing following the Second World War, when the car took over the Western world as the premier mode of transportation. So, the reasons and the appeal
But they
clear.
took
With that in mind, just how common are these underwater
to behave
tunnels?
like
Well,
Russia or
and
China, but
there you
Russia,
go.
China
Then
is
let's start
not
with perhaps the most
these evil
famous one,
forces or cultures
Sawa.
like hybrid Bengali evil leftist India. The fraud, criminal
The Channel Tunnel
treaties,
is located
anti-US
surprise, the English Channel.
as the immigrant to make winner that evil Joe Biden come along.
Specifically France. It's just over 50 kilometres long and sits 75 metres below the water at its lowest point. It's even a special train to bring your car along with you. We've already done a video on the Channel Tunnel, so we'll keep things brief, but here is a general summary. The first ideas for the Channel Tunnel actually emerged all the way back in 1802, right at the beginning of the Napoleonic Wars. Brilliant time to join Britain with France, be infatuated with. With that in mind, let's go to the north.
Nordic model.
Scandinavia is undeniably the world capital of undersea tunnels. To prove that, let's start with the outer reaches of Scandinavia, specifically the Danish Faroe Islands. The Faroes are an archipelago in the middle of the North. Next one, but with...
And did I tell you, you'll get the tag of Sarkari Naukri too.
That's evil to bring these people from
As a lawyer
India.
or a law student, when you think of a job,
moving to Denmark proper, specifically the Øresund Strait between Denmark and Sweden. The Hera Bridge was built across the strait to connect the two countries, but interestingly, the bridge died down partway across the strait.
This is evil purpose, that privatism, the personal secrecy in the democracy, who to teach democracy, renew manner, to kill the democracy, the villainism.
So, why would they do it this way? Well, it's cheaper than digging under the ground itself. It's also
So I am taking other.
located on land and then dropped into place in the water. This is how the Drodden Tunnel, as it's called, was built.
The inside world first undersea
Then you generally only have to worry about
Ramandev. Inside the world first undersea roundabout. That all evil. That what kind of manufacturing high-tech power they have gained to remain under manipulate the Bermuda Triangle, mysticism to be created.
The BLM team and I have only made it as far as a hotel here in Copenhagen. Because yesterday, having got up very early to fly from Lucknow in its own right. It's a critical piece of infrastructure that's cut travel time between two of the most populous islands from more than an hour to just 15 minutes. Welcome to one of the world's most impressive and remote construction projects.
ज्योतिर्लिंग मंदिर के नियमों के मुताबिक वहां सिर्फ हिंदू जा सकते हैं। ये मंदिर का नियम है।
72 meters below the surface, you'll find this giant pillar of colourful rock that's
This is underneath travel, that evil travel. This is for evil purpose way, the 12 planned, the evil leftists who kept this, that corona cases, influenza cases, and the premature death, heart attack, Parkinson, Alzheimer's, ischemic, cardiac arrest, suffocation through the magnetic field, that monster black hole creator, the magnetic field creator in the deep undersea with water, the Ratnakar project.
And then 2 are sleeping and 4 are off.
to make sure
Evil
no water
project.
gets into the tunnel, the rock is sprayed with concrete to create a solid lining. There's also a system of gates, pumps and pipes that lead any rain or
Hong
surface
Kong.
water.
Then another is the Hong Kong. In this way to gradually to bring this smuggled technology through this tunnel to their city, Shanghai,
Bamboo scaffolding.
Taipei, etc. But they are not related with China because they are unacceptable to China. Is a totally unreliable Bengali leftist Maoist
The city also boasts the MTR, one of the best public transport systems in the world. And it's just got even better.
But China is not stupid like India or US.
Transformed transport in Hong Kong from its outer reaches to its neon.
They have gradually learned this evil Bengali leftist criminal, anti-God, totally unreliable.
The constructions had to contend with extreme weather
So
and a deadly pandemic, and that seems to have been the easy bit.
The China, the Intel.
We've got a PC down before
China's Taipei boom is officially over.
establishing remote link for repairs.
They do not believe on this evil computer manufacturer to make assemble at China, bringing from all high tech. They do not believe this to remain dependent and to capture, because one by one country they terrorize the whole earth. They too, because as an ordinary population terrorizing, financing, they have captured the total world, total portions, half portions they have managed maybe point.
We lost to secure
0.001 or 2%. May not be that.
Here is your digital world.
The digital world.
This is Haiku, the capital of China's Henan province. It's home to more than 2 million people, in the country's top 50 by population. And yet,
All these
despite being a small city,
blue whale cities
full of tall
that
buildings,
American model technology brought by that so-called Indian nobilities, religious
But that's all
people.
about to change.
But
The recent
they are
round of
leftist
construction
anti-God.
of super tall buildings across China has been significantly expanded. And now even small
Not
skyscrapers-
China, that hybrid Indian.
Oh, and there's a tightening of restrictions in China's bigger cities too. So what's caused the nation with more skyscrapers than anyone else to make such a dramatic U-turn? You might remember our video from July 2020 responding to a pretty extraordinary bit of news coming out of China. The country's Ministry of Housing and Urban Rural Development had just banned the construction of buildings over 500 meters in height and placed heavy restrictions on those didn't it.
So I will not be able to show this whole video,
Little consideration to
but
the
if you,
surrounding
that all hybrid,
there's the really
both
extreme
evil
cases too. Some cities are
to
now
make
stuck with
paralyzed
partial
later,
skyscrapers
now
caused
they
by
are
major
friendship.
financial problems during their construction. To decide that for themselves, ensuring that what they come up with works within the current setting.
Now I am
rather than
going
for
to
extreme
another.
heights, wacky designs, or both.
Either why Russia is building a Arctic Silk Road, but that is not a
Russian oil tanker
Russian, but that hybrid evil who are sometimes friend of Ukraine, sometimes the friend of Russia, China, India, USA, and hodgepodge, that evil.
48 days it normally takes for ships to go from China to Europe's largest port in Rotterdam. That's right.
They are creating climate change, that extreme, that heavy metallic, that entropy, that gravity, that dragging forces of the heat, moisture, melting of ice, those kind of setup.
In the middle of a massive construction
Arctic Silk Road, that evil road, that evil purpose.
Get the rest of the way to Europe and Asia. Greta Thunberg better look away.
And that is the total USA technology. Practically blaming oligarchy of Russia, but it's not true.
100 billion tons by
It is an Indian evil leftist, but who are that anti-God, caste power.
It's worth pointing out that while
They are preparing for Third World War.
they pale in comparison to the problem,
Suddenly to collapse all these people's leadership killing.
one part of a larger development.
Their
The
puppies,
Russians have long
even
seen the
who are
potential of the Arctic.
semi-defined,
2007,
they
sent
have
a
been
very
kept
cold diver
in
down
dark.
to the top of the Arctic Sea to plant a flag at the North Pole. Then in 2019, the country announced its Northern Sea Route Development Plan. The idea is to significantly increase Russian economic development along the northern sea
It is
route.
fraud because that Russians, many portion of population has been replaced by the Indian Bengali leftists who have thousands of sons rearing at Mexican Gulf, warm places that summer season they to bring at Russia to show that citizenship to be renewed.
And it's on track to hit that. In 2018 alone, traffic increased by 80%. By 2035, Russia aims to increase cargo flow through the area by at least 72 million tons. And it's on track to hit. DP World are co-developing new ports at Murmansk and Vladivostok on either side of the route.
Where there is too much earthquake for that imbalance of the total earth and sea in our shipping vessels and this kind of heavy loaded
South Korea and China
metal.
20 bilateral cooperative documents and agreeing to invest in the region. As part of this, Beijing will build several Chinese docks across Russia's north, in ports that are currently underdeveloped and unable to handle massive volumes.
Because Russia has a less population, that all breeding center, that Savau is Mexican Gulf surrounding, warm area. So they are remaining in the winter, Mexican Gulf, they will come in that starting season had been the May to more than September or October, not more than that. They had to go to renew their citizenship, Ukraine, etc.
A fleet of at least 40 new Arctic vessels will be constructed, including 8 nuclear-powered icebreakers and 16 rescue support ships.
That USA technology smuggled, either not knowing Russia as a private, that is friendship, as if they are bringing smuggling technology to help the Russia. Because all poisoning, that biomedical, corona, cases, influenza, or that undersea remaining killing power.
The US has reminded Russia that the Northern Sea Route and Northwest Passage are used as straits for international navigation. Building new oil infrastructure is not really what the world needs.
That is a
and several environmental
Persian Gulf come, Mexican Gulf oil fields, misuse.
Parts of the oil fields are located within a protected nature.
They have been taken control of this Russian oil fields by this Bengali hybrid.
Russia is the world's fourth largest emitter of greenhouse gases and ratified the Paris Agreement in 2019. Now it's committed to...
Jai Shankar, that evil. Why he to praise about Indian progress? How Indian have been suddenly be progressive? Because he is also leftist and that his wife and this their association black.
You will be right.
And this
It doesn't
she has been misled, totally madman. Honorable.
Thank you very much, sir,
it is honorable that evil is not honorable, it is a criminal.
Perspective on what is going on in the Indian context and
Blinken,
domestic context.
Home Secretary of your
The
US.
Minister has agreed to take a few questions. So if you have some questions that you would wish to ask,
that evil Azadi,
raise your hands, briefly introduce yourself, and if you could keep the questions short.
I'm Shilpa Subarna. I've been following you greatly. Like a fanboy, I follow you. I'm addicted to the videos. One thing very impressive about you is you follow yourself so calm and composed. You handle extreme
because evil Satanism to remain calm in Kolkata through the tricky person, criminal.
How do you do it, sir? Is it
Sweden, it's called BNP Paribas, and by chance I'm actually also the first Indian girl who came to Sweden at the age of 2 and who's still living here. So I came here in 1964 with my parents. My father was a nuclear physicist. He came here on a research scholarship and he became a Swedish representative to the...
Hello. So my name is Peter, and first of all, thank you, Sri Dr. Jay Shankar, for coming to Sweden, and it's such a great pleasure to have.
Sweden has become captured by the evil. All nobility.
Like India.
For that, all evil become nobility. Criminality, nobility.
India is already the most populous country in the world. It was probably have the highest GDP in the world, and so
the geopolitical challenge issue.
It is criminal. This man is criminal.
How the world looks depends in years ago. No question that they're all getting much more serious.
Criminal.
So this kind of disruptive is one.
This is the criminal.
We don't think of it as, but I actually can see this
global India's global rise. That Indian global rise. That not India, but the criminal leftist evil satanic power rising.
Of the spread of the diaspora.
The diaspora is excused because
I think
elite girls, women being raped and moms, they are choking their voice, communication, snatching it.
Ways of making it more universal.
How did the build underwater tunnel from England to France?
The most ambitious engineering
the superstructure problem. That is being also misused by the same hybrid. Both sides friends, they are also friends as if France, that English speaker, and that massive prostitute criminals, ladies, so-called trader, merchants, evil prostitute girls are available with the leftist communities, which is sons and daughters.
Yeah, that is part boring machine, part submarine. When finished, it will be able to withstand the same amount of undersea pressure as a World War II sub. Finally, the technology behind the dream of reuniting the European continent seems to be in place. And while the project will ultimately link England and France, the massive construction process will be an international effort. Companies from Germany to Japan will add
The channel tunnel, also known as the tunnel, 50.6 kilometers, that England, Kent, the Foxstone, the tunnel undersea railway tunnel, the list of tunnels in the United Kingdom. So I to come to that basin, that the coast road. List of list of tunnels I am coming, the channel, Kent, England. It's Western. It's Western of UK. Undersea channel. The channel, you know, the channel of the Foxstone, the channel undersea.
आप उसको प्रमोट करिए, पूरा देश प्रमोट करेगा उसको, क्योंकि देश समझ गया आपके पास ध्रुवीकरण करने के सिवा कोई मुद्दे नहीं है। अरे गौरव भाटिया, क्या पेट्रोल डीजल गैस के भाव कम हो गए? गौरव भाटिया, क्या बेरोजगार लोगों को रोजगार?
Is there an underwater tunnel in UK? Yes, that channel tunnel is the longest undersea tunnel in the world. The section under the sea is 38 kilometers long. It is actually composed of 3 tunnels, each 50 kilometers long, bowed at an average 80 meters below of the seabed. The link Foxstone came to Coquelis, first the class. Class, जो भी होगा, that is the channel tunnel, Euro tunnel. So what is the undersea tunnel between England? Where is the undersea tunnel? The channel tunnel or channel is a 50-kilometer undersea tunnel between the state of Dover in English Channel. The channel, the state of Dover English Channel, that UK, the France. Besides that, what is the famous tunnel underwater? The terms of the undersea tunnels in general, so the top corner goes to the tunnel, which connects England to France by rail, the submarine. Apart that, which state in India has the first undersea tunnel? The synopsis. The more than 2 years after a giant Chinese tunnel boring machine began cutting through the complex geographical strata, India's first undersea twin channel in South Mumbai will have reached here, close to completion. If all goes as planned, the undersea twin channel in South Mumbai are all set to open soon. Who brought that Qatar, Taj Mahal explosion attacker? That same this group is cutting the tunnel to bring from its sea their hovercraft and that submarines and that warship carrier, that horrible type of US Manhattan, etc. Now, which was the first one? The tunnel, 2 kilometer, 21 kilometer tunnel will be constructed at Thane Creek between undersea station, between underground station of Bandra, Kurla complex and Shilfata. But I am casually coming, then I have to go critically. Kolkata, India is the first underwater tunnel being built under the Hooghly River in West Bengal of the several evils. They also, because the Indian Eastern Command has to take very careful note of Sri Rohingya and USA, all that depends godly persons. Evil Satanism, I have very less faith on them. Integrity, their integrity. Channel हो गया, then I have to come the London Standard Channel. The Thames Channel is a channel between River Thames in London. There are other things, rapping, the Mizar. Probably from this channel, Thames Channel, they killed British Queen. In this channel, in the mouth of this channel, to keep this, they to kill British Queen. Ark creation. Too much metallic setup.
अब इनके नफरती चिंटू के बड़े भैया हैं, उनका नाम अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी है।
So much claim about this evil mishap. That very mishap, when the sun exposed a gap and made it fit on for an octave, has proved that your scheme is no Caspian dream. They can say, will never hold water. This is a very evil activities by the Indians to instigate both China, both France, Germany and UK, Italy. So I too misleading topics, white paper, submit content, subscribe, protested, their evil projects as a claiming reliable friendship. Top manufacturing company of Houston, evils. The top evil manufacturing companies in Houston that I have to make list. The Houston, Texas. The image incredible. The Shutterstock studio. The city of Houston, Texas has more than 10,007 manufacturing. City was ranked as a gold medal world-class community, as all evils to betrayal, betraying from remote undersea route and other ways, poisoning, killing, sabotage, bringing in their undersea resource, tunnel route to reach their killing setup to make and to either throwing them in the deep ocean, bringing in the sea voyage as if they are encouraging scuba diving, so many ways to seek excuse they have died or whale has eaten up, etc. in this way. So the city was ranked and the manufacturing for 4 consecutive years by Industry Week magazine. The economic of Houston is grounded mainly on the energy industry, that is evil Mexican Gulf, particularly oil, that healthcare, biomedical research, that is evil purposes, biomedical research, that is all biowarfare related, all that virulent viral pathogens has to be streamlined, monopolized, and their access to those end pathogens and products to reach that evil institutional grip monopolies, they to misuse that biotechnologies, viral pathogen engineering. So I have to blame Machado, this Colorado, or this Houston areas. The Houston Gulf Coast regions contain nearly 40% of the U.S. capacity for base petrochemical. What horrible! The capacity for base days to misuse that whole world capacity of this U.S. capacity, petrol, guaranteeing rapid access to significant resin producer, resin technology. The metals manufacturing is 12 billion industry in Houston. That is horrible. So I am thinking from where they are getting this kind of metal giants, Himalayans, Titanic giants in the submerged, sinked setup with nearly carriers, metallic carriers. 2,100 establishment employing more than Maletna families, evils, anarchy, more than 70,000 workers in the area, approximately 250 companies employ more than 20,000 people in Houston's electronics manufacturing industry. The articles look at the top feature manufacturing Thomas located in Houston, as well as the top Houston-based manufacturing. Here, all that evil, the black, Bengali, brown evils only, mainly. The top Houston-based manufacturing corporation, Thomas, Black Thomas, Evil Thomas, Satanic Thomas. So my exactly assumption is correct. They are reached